There's no hair like nose hairs.
I mean, I don't know what to expect when this sort of stuff happens anymore. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello. Wait, are you live?
Hello.
Yes.
He's live.
Did I say there's nose hairs like nose? Oh. Wait, are we? Can they hear us?
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh oh.
I should
Anyway.
probably bring my character sheet up.
Same.
And yet again, nobody is prepared, guys. Good job.
I don't even have a stream.
Me is
Who are
just
you
like,
again?
Me's having a rave over there.
He's like, I have to put on pants for this.
strobing out.
That's not JudgeRPG.
Welcome in, everyone, to actually the first 5th week of the month AA session.
Fucking finally.
I know, right?
We were promised this a year ago.
I know. Hey, not my fault.
Yeah, it was mine.
It's the death of our Lord that I think ruined us last time, didn't it?
Huh?
What?
I wouldn't call Drakai a lord.
Yeah.
Didn't Easter screw us over?
Oh,
Or was it
yeah.
Christmas?
Oh yeah,
Easter did.
Christmas did as well.
Yeah.
Just so it's
Fucking Jesus.
I was gonna say it's
something like
Jesus' fault. This is just Jesus' fault.
Correct.
Accurate.
Sounds about right.
Okay, so clearly, as you can see, Mia didn't get the memo.
Nah, she just went.
I wasn't sure what was happening.
But welcome in, everyone. We kind of alluded to the fact, but today is actually a big day for everyone here. Well, most people here.
I'll show you my big day.
I didn't want Jazz to be alone.
It's not
That's
that
my
kind of
excuse.
reveal. dude.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Wait,
Lau went
until-
for a holiday, so I just get to pat him now. I just get to pat
let's
Lau.
see the reveal Gimble's got for y'all. It's Ben.
I wouldn't say it's a
Family
big
photos
day.
of Dipple.
I can do it again. I'll do it.
I have a puppet D.
So, look, let's get the introductions out of the way, and then we can talk about the game itself. So, just to mix it up a little bit, Gimble, introduce
Who's that?
yourself.
I don't know who that is.
You,
Hi, I'm Isaac, known as Rathian. I'm playing Gimbal, the gnome cleric. Oh fuck!
breathe,
We get to see
breathe.
Jazz
Sorry,
type
let me-
now.
Let me do something real quick.
He's had a whole week.
Dun, 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 dun,
Lovely.
dun.
Y'all
And
would
then-
make it real easy on me if you had typed in chat before. Thank you, Isaac, for.
This is me.
That
Hey!
is so cool. Is it warm?
Nice.
No,
Could they
it's
be?
fucking itchy.
Sorry, what? Speak up.
It's
It needs
fucking
to, like-
itchy.
Yeah.
That's how
That's what it feels
Dipple
like to
treats
be
her
an illithid.
customers. Oh.
Yeah.
Who's got that achievement?
It's like a bear hide down there.
Not me.
Ooh. D.
Hello, I am DCG playing, fuck, who am I again? Playing Remvar, haha.
Hey, look,
Um,
it's D.
Yeah, it's me. I did the thing.
Who's
I'm
that guy?
found on here, Twitch, as DCG. I streamed last night, believe it or not. The third stream in 3 months. Imagine that. Crazy,
I did.
right?
I was there. I saw it.
Yeah, things happen.
I
I,
don't
shot
believe it.
people. I made people laugh. I made people cry. I made people rejoice in
I really don't believe it now.
something like that. I don't know. You get the idea. I'm here. I exist. Anyway,
You started out when the lies kept coming.
yeah. Anyway, back to you, Judge.
Back to you in the
Back to
studio.
you in the. Fucking same,
And
bro.
then we've got
Back to the man in the chair.
Mia.
Hello, I'm Mia. Merely Mia. I didn't do what Judge told me. Yeah.
Hey,
Oh my
there she
God!
Hey!
is. Also, Mia, what do you do?
I go to work from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. every single weekday. I make dice sometimes.
We will get there eventually. There will be one day. I'm talking like years in the future that all of you just go blah, and there's my intro, and it be perfect.
I
day.
doubt it.
D, stop
One
licking Rembar's ear.
Hey, that's me. That's me, okay?
Yeah. Is
It's
this
putting
what you
it-
mean when
It's
you say
socially
Tanya
that?
acceptable.
Wait, did I work out things?
Huh?
I worked out cameras.
Nice.
Good for you.
Jazz, I really like your mask. Like the blur mask.
Oh,
Okay.
right. I was like,
Yeah,
what are
that's
you talking
good.
about?
That's very nice.
It's like that's
Face off.
It's just
It just
Jazz's
pulls off
face.
his skin. He's like,
How'd you fucking know?
yes.
Yeah, this is the real thing. This is the real Jazz face reveal.
cute boy.
And then we got Drac.
Oh, hi, I'm Drakai. You see me around Twitch playing World of Warcraft, struggling through a CPU hog of Star Wars, and occasionally playing D&D. I am a dragon-themed VTuber. No longer. I am now real person. Hello. Hello.
Stream. Give me a second.
Wow, I full froze. What a cock block.
Wait, really?
Huge cock, yeah.
Did you really freeze? What the fuck?
Yeah,
Oh my
I'm
God.
actually
didn't-
frozen.
Please wait.
It works
So
in guest
sorry.
star.
Yeah.
We're happy.
So sorry.
We saw it.
Well,
Well, I guess
I'm
I'll go
so
back
tired.
to PNG then.
Anyway,
Give me.
on that note.
hold on, is it working
Oh, the
now?
cameras turn off.
It's not.
Is it working now?
No.
No.
Is it working now?
No.
What about now?
And then
Hang on.
And
Why is it
then
not working?
We
It
don't
was like
know
this
what
whole
we did.
build up and reveal, and then judges just cucked us.
I know. I feel so bad about it too.
And Judge
Wait.
actually just
Wow,
put
the things we do for Judge.
PNG there. It was a
Yeah.
previous recording.
hold on.
Pre-
hold on.
I was
Let
gonna
me-
say, how did you fix it last time, Mia?
I just literally turned off my virtual camera, turned it
yeah,
off and on.
I did that.
Do you wanna close your OBS?
Oh my god.
Are the rest of us
You
not
guys,
frozen?
you guys want to look at my Pokemon cards while we're here?
Snorlax.
Snorlax. Which one's that from?
It's actually new. Yeah, he's a week old.
I
Yeah,
can't
but which
believe this
fucking
happened.
booster pack?
I can't believe
Are you
this has
Smash
freaking
now?
happened.
Yeah, he's a
can't believe you've done this.
promo card from
Oh, it's a promo.
Twilight Masquerade.
I got the Snorlax from that card too. I also got the $66 one. If you saw D from the Twilight Masquerade.
Where did you put it?
God.
I
I
just
put it in
realized
Pokemon.
I can still do fun
Wait,
things
where?
like this. Ready?
Where did you put it?
In
Yeah.
Judge's Pokemon chat.
Judge has Pokemon chat.
Jazz.
Judge's Pokemon chat.
Church-
Oh my god!
Pokemon chat.
Directing you guys to go to Judge's Discord.
Oh my god, that's a really nice card, and that's from Twilight.
Wait up.
Yeah.
There we go. Button press. There we go.
Nice.
Discord.
Also, please hold everybody in chat as we are sorting out technical difficulties.
Yep.
Hang in there, baby.
Anyone else want to talk Pokemon cards?
Say I still haven't.
Hey,
got
do you
the
want
face
to?
there.
You guys want to see my $600 card?
Yeah.
$600.
You don't pull it though. You bought it.
Oh,
I got it
Not
out
as
of a
impressed.
mystery box.
Yeah, nah.
I also
Doesn't
have
count.
two PSA 10s of the same card, and they sell for like $20 because they were promo. They were also out of the mystery box, so I've been short shafted there.
Uh-oh.
If you
I'm
don't
right.
pull it, it doesn't count.
Where is it?
Okay. Well, while we're trying to sort this out, Jazz, do you want to explain who you are?
Oh, hello. I am just like Onion. I often play Lau, which is my little PNG character here. He is a artificer who is a crow and likes to collect hands and all that sort of stuff. You often find me on Twitch. I was streaming all of this week, surprisingly, and we'll be continuing streaming every weekend. Do I
Yes,
need
for
to
Friday.
entertain
What a
chat
scam.
further or no? Not a Friday because
Oh,
actually, I may start including like a further. Oh my god! I yelled at you guys for talking in chat and then didn't talk in chat myself.
you fucking dickhead.
All right.
What do you mean? You have spoken in chat.
You do have a point. I don't know why it didn't work then. Oh, I can't tag myself. That's why.
Okay,
What a
We're good.
shame.
we're good.
I may be adding a new stream day in there.
Okay,
I don't know. I
Jazz-
haven't really thought about it.
Jazz-
Depends on the new job.
Okay. All right, DM. What was my line again?
Oh.
What, something something
mine.
VTuber something something no longer. What?
Oh my
Ah.
god.
Oh, now you're both.
Yeah, you're both.
Hi.
There we go.
Hey.
Flawless. Absolutely flawless.
Flawless. Mhm,
Anybody
mhm.
says any different? Liars.
Mhm.
Ew, what are you doing, D? Are you teasing your keyboard?
No.
There we go.
No, he says.
No.
Okay, we now have everyone on screen. This is us now. Yay.
When I say, what about
This is
breakfast
me.
at Judge?
We're now in what's that musical?
We're
Wait,
now
wait.
in the ether. You can push my
Not
any
Grease.
key.
The one
Yes, I will,
with
Grog.
Ooh.
Hugh Jackman.
Okay,
Rocky
so
Horror.
Greatest Showman. Yeah.
Oh, that one. That's where you were going.
It took a while, but she got
Excuse me?
there.
Yeah.
do you want to play D&D or what?
No.
Yeah, well, someone fucked up someone's intro and fucking.
We said it didn't happen. Shush.
I don't
Huh?
know what you're talking about.
It was flawless. Absolutely
Yeah,
flawless.
seamless.
Oh no, I've fallen through the floor because it's flawless.
As
my
as
God.
seamless as a heavily stitched blanket.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So for those of you who were new in chat, I did see a few of you. Hello. Some housekeeping, I suppose.
I keep getting
Normally, I am really interactive with chat. However, during our D&D games, I try and keep things fairly immersive and keep the game flowing with all the players. So I leave it up to my mods who aren't playing, you lot
That's
and my
not me,
bailiff,
Hex. Just letting you know.
to keep sort of chat flowing. Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Upside
well,
down.
I was
Nice.
supposed to turn virtual camera off. I'll be back.
I can
in a
change my
second.
camera. Look at this.
What did he just do?
I know, he
Did you
screwed
choose
it all up
butthole?
again.
Have you checked your butthole? Did
Get
up, did
up,
up,
butthole.
All right, who's going to do the
Recap?
Recap.
I'd love to. All right. So, Duke's notes are as follows.
Me.
Minotaur said kobold. It blew up. Then dogs attacked. A goblin stealthed in. Big Minotaur. Tough. Voss did not help. Killed leader.
Did not help.
Voss and Duke fought because Voss did nothing. Renvar and Duke fought because Renvar was defending Voss. Said Duke needed coddling. And now we're on session 12 entering Rustebar.
I was expecting that for Remvar and Duke fought because Voss did
Voss
nothing.
did nothing. I was reading that and I was like, damn, I missed a fucking thing.
so that's one version of events.
Yeah. And now
Another
the
version
proper
of events,
seamless
that's-
events.
That's not Duke centric.
Now
We
the
did a
heavily-
siege. We were protecting a farm with our slave people, and we won the siege. The farm is safe. Some of the slaves have gone off to see exotic places, people, and things. And we are now leaving with a broken up father and his boyfriend.
I'm the father, clearly, by the way.
Yes.
Anyone-
Daddy Duke.
Daddy Duke.
Jazz, did you want to come back at all?
Yes, sorry, I was fixing stuff.
No, I don't think I will.
No, I don't think I will.
No more.
No Cam or Cam.
Subscribe
this is
to
still gonna be a
OnlyFans.
train wreck with this slot. That is true, Sarah. Yes.
Doxed.
So, kind of like a mixture of those two stories put together creates the actual real recount of events.
The main point, like Mia said in her notes, that Voss did nothing.
Can we have a side story and call it the quest for ballot?
The quest from Ballot. We need like
Yeah.
something happening when we're on break, just for like Ballott's story to kind of like play out.
Wait, it's just a spin-off of like Ballott's story. And like every time there's like a little break thing, it's like that's where we finally interact with him. He's like, it's been 84 years. What the fuck?
All right, so
We have hands now, PNG crew. We have hands.
wait,
Literal
okay,
hand.
I've been waiting ages for this. There we go. There we go. My life is complete.
No, my life is complete.
Oh God, what was that?
It's the Pepsi Max BB cocktail hitting.
I call it Victory Max.
No, it's Vibus.
He just
I like it.
All right, so
Sometimes strawberry. Anyway, continue.
Viptus Baps.
Skip this.
Beppis bitter.
so
Anyway,
may I?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, go ahead.
You are now leaving the Silverleaf Farms. You are heading towards Rustebar. There is U5, there is Voss, and there is Arnott, who's still got to get to Rustebar himself in order to secure the safe release of his family. Anything anyone would like to do on the road to Rustebar itself?
Imagine if we all said no.
Remvar,
I mean, we
no.
get to Rustebar quicker then, but it's up to you guys.
Remvar remains silent.
As in, like, sulkingly silent, or just
No,
kind
no,
of
no.
like...
I'm surprised.
No, not sulkingly silent. Like more of a, what is the word? Kind of like a, not menacingly silent, just like stubbornly annoyed silent.
Yeah, okay.
Daddy yelled at me silent.
No, not that he yelled at me. It's like replacement daddy yelled at me.
Poppy yelled at me.
Ooh.
It's fine. I have fucking 3 other kids. Whatever. I have spares.
Yikes.
I was pissed. It's fine. You were my favorite anyway.
It's another 2 days to Rustebar, so if anyone would like to do anything during any of the downtime, any of the travel, then say so. Otherwise, it will go without event.
Yeah, so when we set up camp and all that, Remvar will attempt to try and find the book that he was reading to Nori, to finish reading the book to Nori.
What book was that?
Oh, what a shame. What a
He
shame
doesn't
that
remember
someone finished the book
because-
for Nari before.
I wonder who.
D doesn't remember because D lost all his notes when the computer went. So-
so it didn't. Okay, yep. Good.
Otherwise, I would be trying to look for that specific book.
So where did the book come from? Was that the...
It was the one
That's the one I stole from
Nori
his shop.
stole and then was paid for.
Yeah. So
Oh, that
does
one.
does Nori have the name of the book?
I do.
That would
Let
help
me
out
just,
Remvar a lot.
It would help out D more than it would help out
History of
Remvar.
Rustebar book.
History of Rustebar. So, Remvar's kind of looking. I didn't say Siri.
So,
But-
yes.
yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Rustebar,
So
a
essentially,
city in
yeah.
the fictional universe of JudgeRPG.
Jesus Christ, the wiki got built quick.
Maybe you can help
So
me
yeah,
build it.
Remvar's kind of like looking around, looking through his stuff, kind of like where did that book go? Nori, do you have the history of Rustebar book?
Nori's a book originally. Nori looks down in her bag. Yeah, my book. The fuck you been carrying my book?
Yeah.
I read.
Would you like to? Do you want to finish it now?
Nori frowns at Remvar. Book done. Gimbal read.
What do you? Gimbal read it. When did Gimbal read it to you?
Gimbal just kind of chimes
When
in.
Remco
I think you were sitting on a rock, Remva.
A rock. Oh, wasn't I reading?
You went to Dario Curios.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't I? Weren't we reading the book when that strange house manifested? Oh, I guess I lost track of. Well,
You failed.
I'm
her.
sorry.
You disappointed.
There's a voice in my
Dario
head.
will remember this.
Who said that? Well,
Not Remvar going down as the most hated party member.
Remember, puts his hand into his bag and pulls out another book because I actually did take 3 books, but I didn't look at the titles when I grabbed them, so I can make them up on the spot.
Nice.
So 3 books from what the shelving in.
No, not so. My own collection in my room.
Gotcha. So what
Yes.
books would Remar be
Porn.
having in? Dipple. Oh.
That's
Oh,
like
fuck, I didn't mean to grab this
pulls out
one.
one book. It's like Alderloft's top 100 women, and then like the first couple
It's just
first couple
Dipple for the
pages is
whole
like
100.
first couple pages is like, oh, a lot of these women are dead now.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Fucking hell.
Dipple. Wow, this has got to be like 200 years ago.
Ah, she still looks like that.
God.
Wow,
But
there's
we
a lot
all
less
agreed
hair.
that Dipple was like the center fold out that was like 4 pages long.
Yeah. Just kept
Ooh.
popping out.
It's like, damn, her nipples are low. So
It's like
yeah,
one of those ones you
remember?
open it up and the page like the pops out instead of just opens up. And just
Oh.
Those are some good peaks. Oh, you're reading a mountain range book? I wish.
Of sorts.
I'd be as hard as those mountains right now.
Is this a pop up?
Yeah, so no, remember puts his hand into his bag and pulls out a book that says fuck. I don't know.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Dipple is a centerfold.
Dip more.
Thanks, Grog.
Basic. It's kind of going to be. I'm going to cheat my way out of this. It's basically the early records and descriptions of Alderloft and how it begun.
Ah, very nice. Yep. So you
Judge
just
is
got
like,
a bunch of history
"Fuck."
books.
Well, he does like history. He does. If we recount, I don't know, it's like the first or second episode where Remvo got into a verbal fight with dwarves. Like, that's not how that fight happened.
First.
Mhm.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, pulls out a book and goes, "Oh, this actually, I really like this book. This was one of the first books my dad gave me when we got to Alderloft." Remvo walks
My
over
father beats
to
me with this book.
he beat the knowledge into me.
Oh,
Sorry,
no,
there's much.
its spine is on my back.
Remvo walks over to Nori and says, "Would you like me to read you this book? It's actually about how Alderloft became Alderloft."
Nori just kind of blankly stares and then sits on the ground looking up at Remva like a child with a teacher.
Remva just plonks himself down, like basically. I don't know what that type of shape is. Like not next to, but
Parallel?
not like directly. It's like a
Triangle.
yeah, one of them, something like that. And yeah,
Oblong.
starts opening up and starts reading the books, and Ramvar reads out all this knowledge that the DM would know about Alderloft.
Yep. Are you wanting me to go through this, or are we?
Not really. You can skip over it. It's just like kind of like showing words and like Remvar explaining what things are. So the whole point of teaching Nori common.
In the
Yep.
year 1312, Alderloft had 200 people. There was a man.
Oh!
There was.
Nori falls asleep like that.
20 years
Done.
before Alderloft Jesus was born, a strange man came to where now Alderloft is. He put a
Alderloft
flag in the
Jesus.
ground and said, "I will call this Alderlift." Over the years,
Oh.
people forgot how to spell the town's name and it became Alderloft.
That is not canon. That is not canon. That is not canon.
In the year
I don't
of
know if the book
Alderloft
says it.
Jesus, Alderloft Jesus was born. Many people fought over him. 23 years later, he was hung from a tree by his wrists.
Was it a real tree or a magic tree?
I don't.
Loud shudders.
It was. He was hung from a magic tree, kind of similar to real life mythology Odin. That is definitely not Jesus Christ under a spell.
No, here, Alderloft Adventures
Anyway,
hates Jesus.
That's Remember kind of reading this is like I don't think that's right. anyway, so yeah, Remember just reads about the start of Alderloft and explains words and why
you get to
why
read
people
through
were
the
all
recount of why the seagull is the national bird and how the flag.
Why
of
is it the
Alderloft
national bird?
because it flew in front of an arrow that was meant for the Duke of Alderloft and took a
Way back
bullet
when.
for him essentially. So the flag of Alderloft, which we have gone over before, but it's white with a red sunburst with the white seagull in the middle.
And yeah, remember just explaining why things are set up the way they are and how the humans do general life things in Alderloft.
We live and then we die. That's pretty much it.
They live in houses, Nori, not in fountains.
You go through doors, not through windows.
So you know, like by the time, do you know, like when you're a teenager and then you become an adult? Yeah, humans have born and died in that time. We're basically
Anybody
dogs
else
to
doing
you.
anything at night time?
Lau during one of the
Hang on.
downtimes.
Jack put his hand up first.
Oh.
Oh, he's got hands now.
I didn't see. I didn't nobody
He can
was
do this
talking.
now.
Duke's gonna read Reconnecting with Yourself.
Good book. One of my favorites.
It's a self-help book. Self-help? It's a
self-help.
self-help book. All the pages are blank. You must write your own story.
It's
Well,
just a diary.
Yeah.
So what this book is, yes, it is a self-help book, but it's kind of one of those almost
Choose your own
taking
adventure.
you through like a spiritual journey. It tells you that in order for you to remember past events, you need to visit the site of where those events happened and reconnect with the like remembering step by step, you know, how that memory would have been created. That's all on one page. It's just a single page book.
You flip over. It's just the references.
Duke looks at it, looks at the one page, sighs, and then just drops it on the ground.
Done with that.
Turns it over, see it's signed by, like, authored by Voss. Can't even write a good book.
Fucking useless.
Hello.
Yikes.
Gimbal? No, Jazz, you're next, aren't you? Yeah. So, Lau, what would you like to do?
Lau, remembering having severed the Minotaur's head, had at least something on it. So I would like to check out the ring that was on the Minotaur's hand.
Oh, you're finally going to have a look at the thing that's not so shiny that...
Well, because he's sort of starting to get bored at camp, so he's like trying to find things to entertain himself right now. So he's having a look at the little ring because he's like, well, I haven't checked out the ring before. I may as well give that a look.
Yep.
Flies away.
So, the ring itself, it's made of a dull metal, and on the surface of the ring, it's got small etchings of shields going right around the band.
Do I notice or do I know if it's magical in any sense?
I don't know. Do you have detect magic or do you have identify?
Licks it. Magic.
Because do the runes sort of look like they would be magical?
They're just etchings of the same pattern going around the whole outside of the ring.
Okay. Remembering the chains that he had before, that they were enchanted and had sort of the same like writing on it, I am going to cast detect magic. And I'm assuming this is when we've camped out for like one of the nights.
So
Sort
you
of thing.
can spend 10 minutes on a ritual spell?
Yes.
Well, that and anybody within 30 feet of me, I would also detect anything magical they have, assuming that people are around the campfire.
Bremba just glows.
So yes, you do detect magic in the ring.
Lau instantly like squints his eyes and sort of just throws the ring sort of like across the campfire. So it's like over the fire, just on the ground. Not particularly trying to hide it, he just threw it away.
Gimble's gonna run over and pick up the ring that's on the ground now.
Lau sort of like squints at Gimbal and says, points at the ring and says, magic.
Cast it into the fire, Gimbal.
Oh, which means I have to spend a spell slot. Hang on.
Wait, I don't know if
It's
you
like,
can see my hand up.
Yeah, I can see your hand up.
Isaac just thinking.
Yeah.
So
I just
you
wanna
pick
let
the
you
ring
know.
up.
And
Oh,
Lau's
sorry, I
like
thought
saying,
Lau was doing something.
magic. No, I was just casting a spell effectively. I'm just Lau sort of in a real sort of like raspy, squinting his face up. He's just pointing and he's like, magic.
Oh, she raspy today.
Gimbal looks up at Lau and he's like, "What kind of magic?"
What kind of magic, Judge?
Do you find that out? Do you?
You sense the presence of magic within 30 feet. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you will learn its school of magic, if any.
Yep. Abjuration.
Abjuration.
Abjuration. Is there a simpler word for abjuration, or would I have heard that word before?
You probably would have heard that word. Being one of the main schools of magic and you hanging out the back of a magic shop.
Mm-hmm.
So you would have at least heard the words of all the magic schools.
Okay. For Jazz, which school of magic is abjuration?
So
Like, what does-
abjuration is to do with like protection and resisting damage.
Go
and
away.
that sort of thing.
Loud just goes in the voice of Tuck. He's like abjuration, protection, and then evil.
Evil.
You can tell Lau really wants nothing to do with this ring now. In fact, he's in the middle of like cutting off the finger that the ring was on.
Anything that touches it is now tainted.
Pretty much, yes. That's what's going through his mind. He wants nothing to do with it.
Gimbal looks up at Lau again and he's like, I wouldn't say evil, but do you mind if I hang on to this, Lau?
Lau sort of just like
Yeah,
shrugs
I
and
don't give a
squints his
fuck.
eyes like Lau don't want.
Okay.
I'm
you
looking
now
at the
have-
ring.
Mhm.
Can I glean any more information than what is apparent just from looking at it?
Well, you haven't detected magic on it. You can tell that the metal that the ring is made of, it's been a magically created ring. So it's not like a forged band of steel. It's been created through magic.
I'm going to try on the ring. I'm going to put it on my little
Ooh.
finger.
It's like a bracelet.
I was gonna say
Lau
it very
runs
much
off.
slides right off. Like it was on the finger of a minotaur.
Lau runs over and cuts your finger off.
Corrupted.
It would probably fit your thumb rather comfortably.
Yeah, they have small fingers.
Well, I'll wear this ring on my thumb.
Yep. Excellent.
He turns
So-
invisible.
He's gone. So it is a ring of shielding. It allows you to cast shield as a reaction 1d3 times per day.
Per day. Wow.
Mm-hmm. So it's
That's like-
basically... Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say that's like 365 times a year.
I mean, how do you know
Sometime-
how long a year is in this world?
Hey, every like fake universe just works off Earth.
This is actually true. This is easier that way.
Yep.
40 years have passed.
Boom.
You don't look any older.
Remember dead.
Lao, long dead.
Renvar's still alive, trying to pass kidney stones.
Ooh.
So Gimbal, you also get a real hunger for anything green, leafy, something like fibrous and like a vegetable or something. You just want to chew on something that's got a bit of fiber to it.
Is there bushes or shrubbery nearby?
Yes.
I'm gonna start wandering towards these bushes to see if I can find something to chew on.
All right, roll me survival.
Meanwhile, Lao is watching Gimbal as he's put on the ring and starts wandering off into the bush and just squints his eyes and he mutters under his breath. He's like, evil.
I rolled an 18.
Ooh, very nice. So you found a bush of this thick leafed, almost like a lettucey sort of consistency to it, which you understand to be an edible plant.
Oakable plant.
I'm gonna pick a little bit and I'm gonna put it in my pouch, and then I'm gonna pick another strand and start chewing on it.
Yep. And so, without even sort of meaning or realizing it, you're not wanting to swallow this. You're just constantly at this piece in your mouth, just chewing away.
It's like teething, like a baby.
It's not exactly where I was going, but
Get that man a stick.
I'm gonna chew a little bit, and then I'm gonna do like a baseballer spit. You know how they chew tobacco and then like spit out a little bit. That's essentially Gimbal at the moment.
okay. Yep, you can do that. So for background for you, Isaac, this has come from another soul in your hammer.
Oh, I'm a tugging, am I?
There's no tugging
a
going
tugging.
on just yet, but there's the soul of a minotaur is also now in your hammer from the death of that bandit leader.
Brilliant.
You got cow
keeping-
senses.
Yeah, I hope you're keeping track of what you've got left in that thing, because I think there's a couple of souls still left in it.
I've got a few.
Get my souls.
I'm just gonna write soul of cow.
Just kind of like shake the hammer a bit and listen to the hammers, the souls that are clinking around inside it.
Kind of like the metal ball in a spray can.
Yeah.
They're actually teeth.
Ugh.
I'm gonna wander back over to the fire. Who's still awake at this stage?
Duke.
Well, how much time has passed since that? I'm assuming.
This is
Like
like kind of
still reading
happening
to them.
in the same sort of
Yeah.
time frame. Everyone's getting.
No, it's just like wide eye, like listening. It's like. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Everything is like going in one ear, straight out the other. Uh-huh.
A seagull got hit.
Uh-huh. Seagull.
Lao sort of has like, he's now put all the hands out in front of him and he's just like counting and organizing the hands.
Organizing them in like order from least decayed to most decayed.
And also type. So he's got least decayed, most decayed, and by what sort of hand they are. And he's got a massive pile of drow hands just sitting there.
Cataloging his collection.
Pretty much, yes.
Taking roll call.
Yep. So what else are we doing? Anyone else doing anything?
Nari wants to get her chicken out, and the chicken is also going to listen.
Yep. You've got your new pet chicken.
My new pet chicken.
How's Eek? What is Eek doing?
Eek's just kind of... Eek's asleep. Eek's not interested in the human writing.
Yeah, Eek's kind of just sleeping, like nudged up against Nori. At this point, like nearly probably like the same size against Nori at the moment. Just like, it's getting big.
Just like, getting too big for his size.
Eek hasn't kind of grown, but hasn't gotten big yet.
Like
He's like alligator size. Isn't that what we thought?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so not quite crocodile yet. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Straight off my head.
All right. Night comes, people go to sleep. Those that want
I'm
to sleep.
sure.
Remvar kind of glares at Duke as he walks by, like after he does his little thing.
Duke doesn't even notice him.
You're dead to me.
Remvar's glad that Duke didn't notice.
Damn. All right.
Lau, as per usual, goes to the nearest tree and perches.
Yep.
Are you sure it's a tree?
Yeah, he always tests them now. He always like taps the tree first and
Fucking
then goes.
traumatize this poor bird.
Lau remembers.
It's a proper like superstition thing. It's like, God, that bird's superstitious. In Lau's head, is this a fake tree? It's a fucking real tree. Good. It's a fucking asshole.
Damn rampart. Making me think that trees aren't trees.
Mm.
Night comes, night passes, you wake once more.
Is that a long rest, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what did Voss do in this time?
Voss is just
Fucking nothing.
Okay, thank you, Duke. We know what your input is.
Duke's like, shut up, fucking nothing. Goodbye.
he's like setting camp, making food, handing out bowls of stew to everyone. Walks
Duke's
up to
just
Duke,
like, about time you
holds
do
out a bowl
something.
to him.
Drops it.
No, he's holding out a bowl to Duke.
Duke looks at him, takes the bowl, puts it on the ground.
At least he took it.
It's still there in morning.
Yeah.
No. Wait, no. Has it gotten to the point where it's like a little bit like a slight overnight rot has gotten to it, so Lau's like ready?
Oh.
It hasn't
Lau's
hasn't gone
ready.
overnight. Like, I mean, a bit of the fats had kind of like gone to the top, but wouldn't rot overnight.
Well,
I mean,
that
I
would
feel
be-
like Lau would ask for the food before going to sleep anyway.
It's like
That
you
would
know,
have been
If
neat,
sitting
no.
there and Duke's not touched it, he would have asked Duke to eat it.
it's like it's
Duke would give
fucking
it.
ground fucking
Ground food.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but Lau
ground
hasn't
food.
pissed off Duke enough to not give him food.
Yeah.
Lau's
Still a favorite
been
child.
fed very well. He's
When-
like, from when you
when-
first met Lau, he was very sort of like skinny and scrawny.
Yeah.
Now he's sort of like starting to really fill
Get
out.
some muscle
Like,
on and
he's kind of looking like a little bit gaunty. Like even
When-
if his like little neck was like
When
it's a-
when Lau
it's a
comes
bird,
over,
So
Shut up.
when Lau comes over, Duke picks up the bowl and says, "Lau, I saved some for you."
Lau is extremely excited and receives the bowl and continues to like eat the second bowl of soup. Because regardless of if he feels full, he's gonna force down food.
oh,
So,
Fucking-
so just imagine, because it's like a soup, isn't it? Right?
yeah. So,
So imagine how like crows drink. He sort of like goes in. He's like, oh
my God.
we're gonna have this bird like rolling around. He's gonna get that.
It's just
fat
gonna be a
from
bowl
feeding
of-
him.
Like the
And,
girl
like, I
from
imagine
fucking
Duke's-
Charlie.
I imagine Duke's portion as well is substantial in comparison to what Lau's portion would have been.
or
No,
even
no.
Remvar's.
Equal feeds. Voss makes sure that everyone gets an equal share.
Oh,
Except
then
he
I feel
doesn't do his equal share.
Yeah,
Oh,
I feel like
shut
that's
up.
the short straw for like everybody else because Lao only needs a small amount. He's a small boy.
He's a small boy.
Boss is all about making sure that everything's fair and equal.
I roll. Everyone just.
Oh yeah, you can see that now. Sorry.
As soon as there's like any descriptor of Voss, everyone looks at Drac. It's like, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do?
Oh,
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Okay, so everyone packs up camp and heads out. Today is the day that you get within view of Rustebar itself. So you're only going to be a few hours travel out from actually reaching the city itself.
As we start seeing like the outer skirts of Rustebar,
Skirts.
Rembo kind of like
Skirt.
yeah, the outer skirts. So you get a little peek into the city, right? Rembo kind of like slows up his horse and kind of just like,
He has a horse?
wait, no, not horse.
the
Why is
ram.
Rembo kind of just
The
like
hell is
slows
His
up.
legs?
Rembo kind of just slows up and then realizes this is like, since getting to Alderloft, this will be the first time he's going to like another city.
If I take one more step, this will be the furthest I've been from Alderloft.
Oh, that was well long ago. That was like before we even got to the farmstead.
That's constantly.
Yep. Yeah. So Rembo kind of just like stands there for a second, kind of just like trying to feel what he's feeling and like understand the emotions of.
Feel them feelings.
He's getting there. Like he's making journey out of his life.
So Rustebar
He's, like,
is
scripting it.
huge. This is the capital. It is no small city like Alderloft. This is like XL size Alderloft.
It's
Yeah,
like
like
New York.
Rembo thought like Alderloft was decent size.
You know, this is big. So it's huge just as it comes into view, and you're not even up close to it yet. Rustebar is actually a 3-ring city. So within
Like Attack on Titan.
I knew someone was gonna say it.
I was thinking Avatar, Basing Say.
Yeah,
Oh, Basing Say.
There is no war in Basing Say.
There is no war in Basing
I'm
Say.
rewatching Avatar Last Airbender at the moment. I'm like, oh yeah, the ring city. I'm like, the inner ring.
You're spoiling for Isaac. He hasn't watched it.
Stop it!
Oh wow! Oh no! There's a big city with walls.
With rings.
It's Attack on Titan light without titans.
Just war.
It's just war.
Just war. There is no war in Basing Say.
So
Okay, thank you.
I have no idea about that reference because I haven't watched the show.
Oh my god!
Oh my!
I need
Everyone should
that.
know this. I've spoken about this several times.
We're still disappointed every single time.
Yeah,
I
correct.
can't get into it. I've watched like a handful of episodes. I just can't get into it. Anyway, that is. You can attack me on this one on Tuesday next week when I get on stream. Do it then.
Happily.
So inside the first lot of city walls is where all the it's the merchant district where all the shops and everything is. It's where the common folk live. Once you're inside the next set of walls, that is then where the wealthy and the low nobility live. And then, of course, the inner ring is where the keep is situated, along with the upper class.
This is fucking Basing Say.
I mean, it's a fairly standard medieval city.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, ancient Baghdad was a 3-walled city.
That wouldn't surprise me.
It's
If
fairly
According
standard.
to invented it.
According to like the manuscripts.
According to the book that Remvar's got, just flicking through it.
Oh yes, this is
Yes,
place.
ancient Baghdad.
The bag of dads.
Yes,
Interesting.
it's actually yes. So in this other plane of existence called Earth.
Yeah.
All right.
So you get, as you're getting closer, the walls are sort of like getting bigger and looming above you. This is
I set
probably
off Isaac's
the
addiction.
biggest city that any of you would have seen. The only person that would have seen anything this sort of size would most likely have been Nori back home.
Underwater city, baby!
No, it's just like such a big city for above ground.
Where's all the water?
Whoa. Above ground can go this high without water?
How did they do this?
What sorcery?
It's like we'll introduce you to processed trees.
So Voss steps up in front of everyone and kind of calls a halt. I'm sure Drac wants to hear this, so we might just hold up for a second while he's running.
No, he doesn't want to hear it. It's only about Vost.
Oh, lucky.
As we sort of like pull up, Lau sort of like almost just
Okay, I'll
falls
pull up.
down because he's so tired from walking.
So as you can see, Rustebar is not a small city like Alderloft. You
Duke
will
turns to
get lost
Arnett.
if you don't know where you're going.
Duke turns to Arnett mid Voss speech and says, "Where did they say you need to go?"
Voss just kind of frowns at Duke. Did you want to say something to the rest of the group?
Duke looks at him, looks at Arnett, right, raises his eyebrows.
Renvar pipes up and says, he's trying to send Arnott off.
I understand that we're here for several reasons. Arnott, we are happy to help you as well, because I understand that we're probably going to the same place.
Duke looks at Voss and says, "There's a we? I thought you were just getting us here."
Ooh.
Is this what everyone wants?
Dad will beat us if we go against him.
Now you care about them? You were just here for Remba, right? Seem safely off.
I'm here to make sure that everyone stays safe. It's what us paladins do.
You have a funny way of showing it. You walked into that one, Judge. You fucking know it.
Renvar looks across and obviously tilts his head up and kind of just glares at Duke. Turns back to look forward at Voston, like shakes his head.
If this is what you all wish, I am not one to stand in front of anyone on their own journey. I myself have already made my trek. I've already made a name for myself. I will not stand in front and...
Are there people walking past?
There's some, yes.
When he says, "I have made a name for myself," Duke looks at someone and says, "Excuse me, do you know who this man is?"
Do it, Judge. He's rolling for the NPC. For the
Between
history
1 and
check.
12. Drac?
Number between 1 and 12. Let's go with 7.
5.
8.
Ah.
The man that you've sort of pulled up kind of... He looks Voss up and down. Why... I don't believe that I know him, but... He's certainly cutting a very intimidating figure in that armor.
Thanks, that's all I need. Have a good day.
Renvar turns to the older gentleman and says, "No, continue what you were saying. Don't listen to the big oaf."
That's why Father no longer likes
Duke
you.
was about to say something to Voss, like mouth open. Turns and looks at Rembar. And just walks off.
Oh.
Voss is just like standing here, like he's tensed up. He's ready to like jump in and separate whatever's gonna happen here. If this is what you're all wanting, I can go.
Oh, you made your boyfriend sad.
He's kind of looking just at each one of the rest of you. As I said,
Lau's
this
still
is
like laying on the ground.
this is your story, not mine. If
Lau puts his head up to look around. It's like, they haven't moved yet. Puts his head back.
Back down he goes. This is your story. It doesn't have to involve me. I can be as much help as you want, or as little as you need.
Oh.
Lau's sort of not even paying attention to whatever Voss is saying. He's just tired.
Renvar turns back around to Voss and says to Voss, I appreciate the help for everything that you've done for us on the way here. If you believe that you must go, then that is fine.
How about this? I will be 2 days in Rustebar before I leave. He pulls out a small piece of parchment and a piece of charcoal and writes a name down on the piece of paper. Hands it to Renvar. If you feel as
Renvar
though
reads the note.
it has the name Trina Silkspin on it.
Oh, Trina.
Trina, better right, everyone looks at their sticky notes and Trina Silkspin.
Quick, write that down. If you feel as though you need help or a place to stay, seek out Trina. She's a friend of mine.
Silkspin. What else spells spin? No, that's swing.
S-P-I-N.
Thank you.
Look, it probably would have been
Silkspun.
on Renvar to write it down wrong anyway.
I feel like he's the most academically intelligent one of all of us.
Renvar's
Does
able to
not
make
imitate life.
make codes and ciphers, but he can barely fucking spell. That's why. He's literally got the linguist feat.
Means he can
You know-
speak stuff like
He knows like
Yeah.
certain languages.
Imagine not knowing common.
common is
His
my
main
second
language.
language. I just don't have a first.
his main language is like Gnomish.
That helps out
Get-
Gimble.
Yeah, gets on with Dimple.
Wow. Who do you think taught him Gnomish?
Jesus Christ. And this is
So-
how you say more.
I may see you later. I may not. And he gets back on Harley and trots off ahead.
Hops
Lau
on the
sort
road
of-
and goes, run, run.
Lau sort of like puts his hand up and sort of does like a little,
Uh,
and then just puts it back down again.
Shuffle.
I'm assuming we're resting for another night before going into Rustebar.
We're in the city, Jazz.
No.
Oh, we
you're
are in this.
You're not in the city.
No.
You're
Yeah, no, I
you're
didn't think we were.
like the outer
sort
districts.
of outside the city
Wall.
walls. You're
Hmm.
in range of the city, but you haven't actually got inside just yet.
Just really
Right.
quick with the walls. Are the farms
is Deep Frozen for anyone else flipping us off?
No.
No.
Nope.
It's actually good for me. So
Okay.
no, is
So
it?
no. So are the majority of the farms and like land of like the pasture? Are they outside the third wall, or are they within the third and second wall?
no. So farmland all exists outside of the city itself,
Okay. Yeah. So we're probably like starting to get into the farmlands, right?
which is kind of why there's a few people around because you've got people
Yeah.
traveling to and from.
Yeah, to
city
go
gates.
into the markets and sell their goods, do stuff. Yep. Okay.
So
Is there
Voss
animals?
Voss is gone. Is there animals? There's like farm animals that you would have already
Meh.
seen back at the other farm.
Meh.
Nari grabs Gimble's shirt and points to like a sheep or a pig or whatever, and she's like opening her bag. She's like,
Gimbal like looks down at the ground, kind of like sizes himself up, and they're like, that's bigger than I am. I don't think I can help you with that, Nori. And kind of like points to Duke. Maybe Duke can help you
Duke's
grab one of those.
gone. Duke's gone.
You just started walking off, have you?
Yeah, as soon as Renvar called him an oaf, he walked off.
Oh,
So you heading towards the city, or where are you going?
Probably towards where there's a large amount of people to see if anyone needs help / if you can smack something that deserves it.
Okay, so you're heading towards the congregation of people that are waiting to
Yeah.
get into the city.
Yeah.
What are the rest
He's
of you
going to ask everyone who Voss is.
boss.
doing? You're boss. Nah, great, you're my new friend.
Great, come with me.
Is there a small lamb or something that Gimbal could potentially pick up and put into Nori's bag?
Oh god. Yes. Are you attempting to do this like
Steal
stealth
an animal?
Sneakily.
or are you just like picking up a lamb and just chucking it into the bag?
Oh, wow.
Let's just do it. Gimbal's just gonna pick it up and chuck it in.
before, like, Lau sees Gimbal going for the lamb and quicks, like, gets up quickly and, like, taps him on the shoulder and just said, like, makes, like, a wait motion. And then asks Gimbal, you want lamb?
Pulls it,
Uh-oh.
snaps its neck.
Nods. He's like, yeah. I'm just gonna get one for Nori. She seems pretty interested in it.
Lau sort of makes, like a shush sneaking motion.
Shut the fuck up.
And then proceeds to sneak towards the lamb, trying to remain hidden.
All right. Give me a stealth roll.
Before rolling, I would like to use one of my Kenku recalls, so I can re-roll the d20.
Yep.
Oh, don't even need to. Natural 20 for a 27.
Ooh.
Nice.
As far as the
Huge.
farmer's concerned, that lamb doesn't exist.
So Lau now has this lamb and comes back and hands it to Gimbal.
It was just like, oh.
You now have +1 small lamb.
Gimbal's gonna look over to Nori and he's like, Nori, look what I got you.
Nori's like, and she picks up the lamb and then she just stuffs it in this little bag.
Okay. Yep. Okay. We now
It was
have
important.
we now have farm animals inside a bag of housing. Okay.
Gimbal's gonna turn back to Lau and he's like, oh, thanks for that, Lau. And he's gonna pull out one of the lettuce leaves that he had in his pack and he's like, do you think you'd like this?
Lau
No.
sort of like takes the leaf and sort of looks at it, gives it like a little munch, and then shakes his head and hands it back.
It wasn't
Gimbal's gonna
nice
take
drinking.
this nibbled leaf and just start chewing on it.
Ooh, Lau touched that.
But like you're doing
Brother,
the proper like cow chew, which is like the open mouth and like the grinding of the like cud chew sort of thing.
Ooh.
Yeah. You don't know why you're doing this. This is kind of just like a compulsion that is very unlike you.
Seeing Duke has walked off, Gimbal's going to turn to the rest of the group and through his chewing mouth, he's going to be like, I guess we should carry on then.
Nori goes over to Arnott and his horse, and she climbs up on Arnott's horse. And if Arnott's there, she's gonna push Arnott off the horse to ride the horse.
All right.
Poor
So
doggy.
for that, you need to give me an animal handling roll,
Yeah.
and then either a strength or a athletics roll.
Animal handling. Does a 22 animal handling go good?
So you get up on the horse, and now I need to give me a shove roll to nudge
So
him off.
Is it strength? What was the other option?
Strength or athletics, either one.
Oh. Athletics, let's go, baby. Oh, nat 20.
Oh,
Fucking boom!
Get off my fucking.
See you
okay.
later, motherfucker.
Roll me a d10.
Oh no, I didn't mean to hurt him.
You fucking killed him.
He falls on the fence,
I
gets
got it.
impaled.
Oh,
I got a 3. It's okay.
So he doesn't take damage, but you've certainly like launched him off of the horse. And he lands on the side of the road. It's not. He didn't land in anything like yuck or anything.
Shit.
He potentially could have landed in some mud, but he just kind of like stands up, dusts himself off. Like, well, I guess this is where you don't want me anymore. Then I guess
Oh, you're the worst.
Oh,
coming from you.
Your boss deserved it.
And Arnott just starts walking off, just like, all right, I guess I'm doing this myself then.
Quick reminder for those who are forgetful: who was Arnott again?
Oh my god.
Was he?
Arnott's
was
the
he one-
man that was hired by someone, and his wife and his dog are in danger.
His wife and his
Not
I
just
have
someone.
no memory of this guy.
we
Oh,
found
sorry,
him
From the
well-
farm.
Illy
Oh,
and
he-
Farah.
from the farm.
We
Alien
found him
Farah.
under a burning cart
Yeah,
with the goblins, and he was hired by alien to
Mm.
Okay,
Get his
hang on,
money
wait.
back.
Line.
line.
Get to Rustebar, get me my money, and nothing else bad
Oh,
will happen.
from the night market thing. He wants the book. He wants the Raven manual.
No.
He wants his money back. Did you not just
I
hear
want the
me?
Raven manual.
Yes. You guys are after the Raven manual. He just wants to get the money to take back to Illy and Farah.
It was the Undercity wants the Raven manual.
Undercity.
I'm from the Undercity.
The council that resides under?
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just have
I didn't even look at my
Arcane in my
notes
head.
for that.
Between all of you, you've got the story set. Individually,
Hopeless.
I got there.
Lau sort of just starts following. He sees like Gimbal and Nori like messing around with the horse, and he sort of just starts following Arnott.
as in just like stalking, following him, or
No,
just-
he's just
just
walking,
wandering.
following him because he was around here before, so he's just gonna keep following him.
It
So
was like, I'm
Arnott
lost.
notices that you're following him and turns around and Lau, right?
Lau nods his head.
Are you following me?
Lau nods his head again.
He looks to where like your gun's held and your dagger's like, you're not planning on doing
Lau nods his
anything,
head.
are you?
Lau sort of just looks at him and just stares with like his crow eyes, just looking
He's
at him,
Taking
not
a few
responding
steps
at all.
backwards before like turning around and just every so often peering over his shoulder at you as he's moving closer towards the gates to the city.
Lau just keeps following him at the same distance.
Anyone else going towards the city, or are we all just going to go and like pinch some more farm animals?
If that's an
Rembar's kind of
option.
just hanging around Nori and Gimbal.
Now I've got option. Is there a pig around?
Fuck.
I mean, you
Rembar
try.
can see Nori. Rembar can see Nori like scanning the animals. Just turns to Nori and says, "Please don't take any more animals. These people need them."
Nori puts her hand on her heart. She's like, Nori need them.
You've got one, and you've also got Eek.
Yeah. Why?
You don't know where that sheep came from. That sheep just effectively just vanished. Nobody knows what happens to the sheep. And then
You
suddenly
know.
Gimbal had a lamb.
Everyone
Rembar-
here saw what happened. It was the fact that the farmers did not get to see anything.
Rembar remembers quite clearly if there would have been a fucking sheep for the past few weeks.
There was
I don't
definitely a
know.
chicken. The chicken may have turned into a sheep.
Yeah, but Rembar
Sheep.
just says to Nori, you can take one more when we leave."
You can have one
Nori-
on the way home.
Nori's eyes widen. She's like, and then
So
she
you've
yip
got one.
yips
You've
her
got one
horse.
now. Yeah, you've got one now, and then you can
Yippee
take
yips.
one. on the way out.
Oh. She's sad, but she nods her head. Understanding. And then she like blows a kiss goodbye to the pig.
I'll be back for you. Remember says Nori, thank you.
Aw.
Nori doesn't hear it. She yips, goes.
Yip.
Judge also doesn't know that reference.
Oh, sorry, yeehaws.
I've seen enough to know.
No yip yaps.
Yip yaps. Lip slaps. Horse goes kazoom.
Duke, what are you doing now?
Just heading towards the gates, I suppose. See if there's anything going on.
Yep. So you do notice that ahead of you, Voss just waves his head, waves himself past the guards, and the guards wave back, and he enters into the city.
Okay.
Fuck.
He travels a lot. That doesn't mean anything. They just know him from his traveling.
So are you trying to go inside?
What's everyone else doing? Like, what's the hold up?
Nori's just coming.
There wasn't a hold up. You're just a
No,
dick.
I meant like the people at the gate, right? There was a bunch of people there. Are they?
Yep.
Like, how's the
Taxes.
foot traffic? Are they going?
So they're
My
running-
cabbages.
My cabbage!
It's clear that these people don't have the correct passports.
I'm not
They
going to
don't
get
have the
anything that's happening
visas.
this session now, am I?
Nope.
Like all these Avatar references, I'm like, oh yeah, that one.
Remember walks inside the city and just looks around and people says, Flameo, Hotman.
Ugh.
It's
Anyhow,
not going to make me watch it. I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to do it.
sure, buddy.
So
Sorry,
everyone's
we'll get you
lining up
eventually.
in order to go into the city. So it's a long line that's sort of is being funneled in by a big group of people. So you got a big group of people, and then it's all being funneled into a single line as people are getting checked as they're going into the city.
Okay.
They're gonna frisk us. Oh, they're gonna take my lamb.
Where'd you
Nobody's
get that?
reported a lamb missing, though, to be
What
fair.
if the no live imports allowed inside the
Oh well.
Oh, you forced my hand.
Yeah,
What's everyone going to do?
I look back. Where everyone in regards to me?
I'm like coming full speed ahead on horse.
I'm just walking like behind Arnott still.
Do I see on it?
Yeah, Arnott's now getting to the back of the group of people ready to line up to go inside.
Okay. I walk up. I go back in the line. Walk up to Arnott, and clap him on the shoulder. Oh, there we go. Now you see my hand. I say, Arnott, my friend, where did you have to go? Where was he sending you?
Oh, you're back. I thought I was having to do this myself.
We are with you.
We looking around. It's like, who's you and the bird?
Lau, Nori's on her way on the horse. Gimbal is, I am sure, coming. We are with you.
Okay. Well, I've got to way to spoil someone's fun.
I just like the fact that both Mia and I said the exact same thing at the exact same time.
I've got to get to the black market and meet someone there to get the money.
Did they give directions to this black market? Have you been there before?
No, I would never go there.
Insight check.
I mean, sure.
Me? I've never been to a black market.
I've only been to like white market.
It's a 9.
A 9.
Yeah.
He's telling the truth.
Okay, all right.
As far as you know.
I say, well, they didn't give you directions yet. You need to find the black market. That must be a difficult task.
Yeah, well,
Mm.
I've got to
Good luck.
I've got to do it. I've got to find some way. I can't
Where-
let them.
Where were
I
you
can't
thinking
hurt
of starting?
The
Wait, did we all catch up? Are we all back together now?
I don't know how far back were you guys.
Well,
I mean,
Renvar
Nori's
was
on a
hanging
horse.
out.
Nori would 100% have gotten there.
Yeah, I know. So Gimbal and I were just left in the dust, and I guess we'll better make our way towards the gates. Does Gimbal agree? Does Gimbal agree?
Gimbal agrees.
Okay.
Sounds like that was under duress. Gimbal agrees.
I swear.
Isaac's used to that.
Stand the dice, Isaac.
Isaac
Stand
saying
the
dice.
dice.
So, what was the question? I've lost track now.
I said like I was asking where we roughly all like if we were all caught up, but it appears Gimbal and I were left
Probably
behind.
behind a
Nori
bit.
came streaming in on a horse.
I was gonna basically start at the most seediest part of town and work my way up from there. It can't be
A good beginning.
Yeah.
Well, let's go together.
At the
Lau
same
sort
time,
of pipes up when he hears seedy.
as this is all happening, Renvar's talking to Gimbal and like as they're trying to get through, it's like Renvar says, looks down to Gimbal and not badly. But
Fucking no.
looks to Gimbal and says, if we were wanting to get into the black market to start a business, where would we try first? Would we go to the corrupt higher up officials, or would we start in the lower ends of town?
It was like, I'm not giving away Dipple.
Keep your hands off my mother.
Family secrets.
I mean, I would say corrupt, but
Yes,
question to the DM: through my trades, would I have heard anything of the black market in Rustebar or know anyone running it?
Ooh. Give me an intelligence check. Give it to me with advantage.
I mean, roll.
Give it to me slow, give it.
Well, I rolled in that 20 on my first one, so
That helps.
We don't even need advantage.
advantage up to who needs it?
Up to that one.
I'm gonna do it anyway. Let's see.
Two
It
nat
was a
20s were
six.
done for them.
It was a 6.
So,
Oh my god.
That's why you paused.
DC. Oh my god, guy. Look at it. Look at this first message. 2012 username looking guy.
All right. D&D.
So- you would know that it could kind of be anywhere, but you thinking that the person that would run it would not be caught mingling in with the lower end crowd. That would have to be someone that's at least middle class. If it's a really well run underground black market, they're going to be rolling in money.
Gimbal's gonna turn to Ramvar and he's like, "Well, I'm sure someone running a black market would be fairly well off on coin. Maybe we should look around for the more affluent areas. I'm sure someone there would know something of a black market, don't you think?"
Perhaps the more upper class markets. Someone who has a lot of a lot of turnover, but not much stock.
I agree. What's the saying? Follow the money. I think we should do that.
I haven't heard of that saying, but yes.
The line is starting to slowly move forward, and people are feeding in behind you. So you're now kind of in the middle of the crowd, kneeling at the start of
I fucking
the line.
hate being in the middle.
Well, you're
Stuck in
above
the
it.
middle
You're on
with
a
you.
horse. You're kind of sitting above everyone else.
Oh yeah, peasants. Up to it.
As I'm in the line, can I start trying to like push through people's legs and like crouch under people to get to the front?
Jesus Christ.
Ooh, yep. Okay. That'd have to be acrobatics.
Steps on beard, trips, falls, dies.
That's a 12.
12. So you can kind of push through a little bit, but you do get to the start of the line, and the person in front of you is noticing what's going on. So they kind of just like push you back with their foot. It's like, all right, little man, hold back there. No cut in line.
They shot their legs. Dipple hasn't taught him for this.
Gimbal pulls out a silver piece and he's like, "I'll give you this if you just let me and my friends cut in front of you."
Friends? And kind of looks past you.
Gimbal gestures to the rest of the party.
They're probably a bit further back than what... Like, you've pushed through to the front of the pack. Maybe you can, like, point at Nori that's sitting above everyone else.
No, on the horse. Person on the horse.
Gimbal just like gestures towards the back of the line. Then they're out there somewhere. Just let us cut in. I'll give you the silver piece.
Persuasion.
He's gonna get us headhunted before we're even fucking in
Not even
Rustebar.
inside the city yet.
Yeah. Making enemies.
Oh, persuasion's a dirty 20.
Ooh.
Filthy.
He kind of looks at the coin. Yeah. Sure. Why not? He sticks out
Gimbal,
his
I'm like,
hand.
kind of steps out of line a little bit in like a disgusting loud voice. He's like, "Loud! Nori! Jake! Reva, come here!"
Lau sort of like types up
You
and
guys-
immediately runs through.
Remember, gets like a shiver down his spine, never hearing Gimbal like speak like
Yeah.
that before, and kind of just like hurries before he even like realizes that he's like running. He's running.
Get flashbacks to being yelled at by your father.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like, no.
Juke doesn't have that effect on Remva.
Duke starts walking up the line and like palms his hand axe into his hand and is like, "What's wrong, Gimbal?"
Nothing.
Everyone
I
starts
just put
taking a
us
step
spot in
away
line.
from Duke as he's like brandishing his axe.
As soon as Gimbal says nothing's wrong, he sort of takes a sigh, stands up straight, and puts his hand axe back in its thigh holster.
Bless you.
Nobody
Deep.
moves closer.
Thank
They're
you.
still staying at a distance.
Oh, that was mighty ingenious of you, Gimbal.
So you're all now a little bit closer in line. The line steadily starts making its way closer until you get to the front of the line where there's a table set up with 3 guards behind the table. Purpose of visit to Rustebar.
Gimbal pulls out a silver piece.
It's going to pay our way inside. Just
Visiting
Very
a
cash.
friend.
is that social or business?
Social.
Social. Very well. Please.
Remva kind of like pokes his head around and says, "Kind of a little bit of leisure too."
The guards who look at one another is like, isn't that kind of the same thing?
Don't
No.
mind him. He's
No, let me get into the dictionary
It's like-
It's
definitions.
like no. It's like
actually, as you'll see from Article
I-
23, page 4, Section 3.
it's like social. We're here to meet, find people. Leisure, I'm here to drink at the bars.
This is the reason why Renvar hasn't got laid yet.
Social. Social, we find them. Leisure, we fuck them.
Look, at the end of the day, I'm just ticking a box here. Just show me your gold and if you're taking any weapons in, and we can just let you in on your way.
We have to show him our gold, like what the currency we take in.
We've
What?
travelled from
He straightens up. and
Alderloft.
He kind of has like that, he's said this line multiple times.
Yeah.
There is currently an epidemic of counterfeit coins that are sweeping the nation. We here at the fair city of Rustebar do not wish for this to affect our economy, and thus we are asking all of our visitors to show their wealth, and we will check to see whether these coins are ready for trade within our city walls.
Renvar pulls out a bag and just drops it in the bin on the side. And Jig looks at the card and says, "It was some lunch."
Is it like
Well,
tink?
Shing!
Yeah, it sounds like a bag drop. It was just some lunch out of these new metal containers that we have in Alderloft.
Deception, dude. Like, roll well.
20.
Okay. The guard that was closest just kind of looks at it and just goes, "Look, all right, it's not gonna be whatever, man."
Jake puts out all his 11 gold and 6 silver.
Yeah, Renvar also opens up his actual coin pouch and shows his
Hey,
silver
In
pieces.
public?
His 20 silver pieces
Straight in, sir.
and his 19 gold pieces. He also showed like basically with the sheath on shows like Celeste.
We will get to the weapons in a second. One moment. And he pulls out a small handheld device, and with precision and experience of having done this 1,000,001 times, quickly just taps each gold coin that's on the table before moving them back to their respective.
There's a guy
owners.
there's a guy under the desk going beep beep.
Beep. Beep.
Now, if you will, please move down the line to the next guard on duty. He will assist you
collects
with
his
your
coins.
weapons.
Duke shuffles down with Renvar as the others put their gold on the table.
Nori doesn't make eye contact. She just moves down.
Fuck.
Miss, excuse me, miss. On the horse,
Oh.
miss.
Don't worry about her. She has nothing on her.
She-
She's with us.
Yeah, she just does not have any money. She's not allowed to hold it.
Nori just starts
Yes, people
speaking
have
in yeah, she's not allowed to. She just starts speaking in primordial, and she's just like, "Oh, I'm not from here. I am royalty. Let me pass."
You're literally one of those people on border security saying, "I don't have any food. I've got no food," and they're just like a bag full of just like.
I don't have any food or livestock. I don't have any food or livestock. Has a sheep in the bag.
I have nothing on me.
Yeah.
Except my friend. Her name Bernadette.
She is emotional support lamb. Ignore my Drake. He is harmless.
I brought
Okay,
all the
I
way
need
from
one
underwater
of
city.
you, either Duke or Renvar, to give me a deception roll because you're trying to get Nori through without having to show what gold she's got on her.
I have +5. How much do you have?
No.
No, we're not doing that. Okay, Renvar rolls.
All right.
25.
25. Oh,
25.
Look, it's my last day on rotation. If you say that she's fine, she's fine.
She's fine. Like, because Nori's not the most bathed person. For someone who like swims around in
Hey,
the water.
excuse the fuck out of you.
No, because someone who swims around the water,
Oh,
they don't
now
know
you
about
speak
baths
common.
yet. No, because like swimming around the water, she doesn't really bath. So at this point, she hasn't been in the water for a while, so she's a little bit dirty. Look,
You like explain this to the guard. You're just like, she hasn't been in the water.
look, she hasn't been in a fountain for a while. She has no coins.
Yeah, not
Look,
from
she has no coins. Nori picking up all the coins thrown into the fountain.
So the next guard along,
yeah.
he's standing in front of a brazier that's got a whole bunch of like pokers sticking out of it. Here at Rustebar, we pride ourselves in the fact that our city is safe. You may travel at night, and you will not be attacked by any hoodlum or cut purse that you may come across. As such, any visitors that come into our city, we bind their weapons in their sheath so that no one may attack one another. Please show your weapons. Please.
Nori smiles to show her teeth.
Duke puts his hands out.
Renvar just puts up Celeste.
Okay, one at a time, please. Form a line. Who's going first?
Duke goes first. He points down to his hand axe, which is sort of in like a leather strap. More so the handle goes through like a bowed out hole. And he says, "Unless you have a seamstress, you're not putting any metal near my leg."
You got like a belt on or something?
Yeah, he does. There's a dagger attached to it. He takes the dagger off the belt, pulls it out. It's sort of like a curved dagger, like almost ceremonial. And he says, "How does the binding work?"
Please return it to its sheath, sir. We will use the wire that I have beside me to bind it, and I will solder it shut.
How does this get unbound?
At which point, if this is found to be broken by any of the guards within the city, you will be arrested and fined, and you may be exiled from the city.
Renvar puts his head around the side, so we can break it ourselves.
Fuck.
Now, I heard you talking to my friend next door. Are you, and he points at Duke, are you in charge of this miner?
Excuse me, Renvar puts his head a little bit further out. Excuse me, I'm not a miner. I have never been inside a mining pit.
No, we're actually visiting his legal guardian, Voss Hightower.
Wow.
Ooh.
He's not known, uses his name.
Hey, what Duke says to Voss is different, all right?
I know Voss.
He's an arsehole. Do you know him?
Why did Drax just have a Western Sydney accent then?
Yeah.
You know Sir Hightower?
Yes, this young lad here, his father traveled with Sir Hightower back in the day.
He looks him up and down. You don't look like the son of an elf.
No.
Not the guy that didn't speak
His
much.
father is Regis.
Oh. Oh.
You're banned.
Get the fuck out of here!
It's like, last time Regis was here, he tried I found him in bed with my wife.
Same brain.
Yeah. Renvar's like, I'm a young guard.
Well, seems we have a celebrity on our hands. That does not excuse you
Mr.
from
Potter.
Mr. Potter.
Okay,
This does not excuse you from having your weapons bound while within our city walls.
So why my head's still out? I kind of snap my neck up at Duke. I'm like, I'm a
Snap my neck
celebrity.
and kill myself.
I'm a celebrity.
Did you bind Sir Hightower's weapon when he entered the city?
Sir Hightower has proved to be trustworthy. I have
Then-
no idea what any of you are capable of. If you
Not
wish
murder.
to have your weapons unbound, you need to take this matter before the council.
Well, if I'm a celebrity, do I have to have my weapon bound?
Your father has proven himself. We are yet to see what you are capable of. If you do not wish for your weapons to be bound, you may leave.
Duke lets the guard up and down and says, "Where does this council reside?"
Under.
Up at the keep.
Hmm.
With
we
the
get
faceless
access
monarch.
to the third.
No, wait, not Duke.
Right.
To the what monarch? Faceless.
Renvar's still like with his head out. It's like, okay, I see no like issues with that. Yeah, of course, that makes sense.
Yes. Duke sheathes the knife, puts it down.
Yep. So again, rather expertly, he pulls out a length of wire, wraps it round the hilt, round the sheath, and with one of the branding torches behind him, seals everything shut, so you are unable to actually remove it without breaking the binding itself.
Mm-hmm.
And your axes, sir.
What are you going to do with my axe?
If you are unable to have them bound, you may leave them here for collection upon your exit of the city.
Do you have spare sheaths? I lost mine in a battle.
Give me 1
I
second.
think.
And he pulls out just a strip of leather, which kind of would loop around your belt hoop, so it's kind of like just the axe would go through.
Yeah.
He clamps that shut so that it actually can't come like apart around your belt, and binds the axes to the hoop itself.
Well, I have an idea. Yeah, don't worry.
Don't worry.
I have a knife. Don't worry.
What do you got there?
My shoe! No!
That's a fancy looking belt. Why is it being swung towards me?
You now use like a bowler, just.
Oh yeah, she.
Upon seeing the other guys have to take out their coins, Lau is going to attempt to sneak past the coin guards.
This is the first time you've seen a bird sweat. You're gonna attempt to sneak past.
Seeing
Yes,
Lau try to sneak past, can Gimbal walk up to the first guard and like start talking to them to try and distract them while Lau is sneaking?
So you're gonna
Kando.
sort of help Lau. So Lau, you can roll with advantage.
Woo!
I don't think it's gonna
Nat
matter. I think
20.
the stealth is pretty good.
My stealth is amazing. Well, the second roll was a 2, so I'm going to go with the 17.
Yep. So you're able to kind of like get past the first guard. However, you won't be able to get past the second.
Which is the
The weapons.
binding
guy.
That's
Yeah.
fine. That's fine.
What side of the horse does Lau walk up on? Like the other side from the guards, or
He
Like-
basically like, I'm assuming there's like a table there or something where they do the like scanning. He does the whole like just under the sight line of the table sort of sneak.
You see,
Nari sees Lau approaching, and she drops her bag, and she points to it.
Lau sort
She's
of
like-
like looks up at Nori, then looks at the bag, a little confused.
And she's like, "Lamb, in, go."
Lau sort of like opens the bag and jumps into the bag.
Nari's like,
Ooh.
"Whoopsies!" And she picks her bag back up, and gets back on her horse.
does Renvar notice what just
Just-
happened?
Before we do anything else here, okay, Lau.
Yep.
You jump inside this bag, and you are met with an incredibly well lit and well furnished room.
With a chicken and a lamb.
Inside this well furnished room is now a chicken and a lamb running around knocking things off the tables and shelving and whatever else. It's a bit of a pigsty, minus the pigs. But it's a fully furnished essentially like 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
I thought I was homeless.
Lau thought he knew what Nori wanted, but now sort of thinks that maybe Nori just wanted like a handler for this chicken and this lamb. So starts like running around and fixing things and picking things up and like tries to attempt to make like a little pen for the chicken and a separate one for the lamb so that they're not running around like complete insane animals.
Yep. Okay. You're successfully able to like put most things back the way they were. There's a couple like broken cups and stuff that's been sort of knocked around that obviously you can't do much about.
So I was like, bummer.
But you're able to kind of corral the two animals into a pen of sorts and tie the lamb to a bedpost.
Seeing that there is a bed, Lau's gonna go just sit on the bed and like
He's just like,
just sort of like look around and just see what else he can see in here because he's absolutely bewildered. This is not like any other bag he's been in before. This is this is the comfiest, most awesome bag.
Give me an intelligence roll.
he's like, wow, this is a bougie house. That's all he sees.
Girl, this is nuts.
Ooh.
Oh, girl, this yours?
That would be a 23.
This is something that Lau has never seen before. Almost as if it's
magic.
It definitely feels very magic.
You have gone inside a bag and ended up in a house.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, makes sense.
You're sitting in this bed going, this is nice, and then
Yeah, effectively, that's his exact. He's sat on the bed, and then he's sort of had to think. He's like, "Hang on a second. Bags don't have houses in them at all. Bags have bag inside of them, or just empty space that infinitely expands. They don't have beds. They don't have couches. They weirdly can have lambs and chickens, but they definitely don't have mugs and bookcases.
no, they do not.
Lau's sort of just gonna sit there stunned a little bit as he's like, he's effectively gone into shock because he's now sat inside this magical bag.
You thought the chicken and the lamb are going to destroy this place. Lau just goes into a flapping.
He's just like,
He's
he's like
effectively
a goat when it's scared.
sitting there getting like slowly more and more ruffled.
He's just puffing.
Okay,
Yeah,
on outside
At
of
the
bag,
moment, he's
Well-
just puffing.
while Lau's having a bit of a crisis going on. Gimbal, you're talking to the one that's dealing with the coins.
So as Lau's gone to sneak past, Gimbal's walked up to this table and he's dumped all of his coins onto the table and he's like, Look at all my coins, look at this one, I really like this one. And he like shoves it in the guard's face and he's like, look at the markings on this one, I really like this one. Do you like this
This
one?
one's from Portugal.
We've seen these all a million times before. These are clearly just standard gold coins. There is
Have you
nothing,
seen the portrait work on this one?
there is nothing special about these coins, sir.
Here's a
These are-
special edition.
Gimbal gathers all his coins and he's like, oh, so I can pass then.
He's like looking at the device in his hand, looking at the coins. Yes, just go.
Gimbal gathers
Crazy
his
old man.
coins and puts them back into his pouch and continues towards the next guard station.
Now, you didn't have any counterfeit coins on you, did you? It was only just the other two.
I didn't actually have any in the end.
Oh, you didn't?
Duke-
You were just...
No, Duke took them. I didn't want to just part with any of my gold because Lau doesn't like parting with shiny things, so he just didn't want to part with any of his gold. That's why he
Okay.
snuck past. I actually had no sweat.
He just
No, I
felt like he needed to, like he was doing something illegal.
It was
Exactly.
The fear of being guilty of something. I'm sure they'll find something.
Yeah, they'll
take
take
my
my
hands.
coins.
The bird has issue with authority.
They'll find my hand
Bird's got
collection.
issues.
Oh no, the hand collection.
I'm not
Oh,
done
God.
with that, by the way.
He just like he walked through and they're like, what is that smell? Smells like rot.
Ooh.
Okay, so is anybody else getting their weapons bound? Duke's all
Grandmother
set.
is.
Yep. So they kind of are looking at Celeste and kind of working out how do we put they're trying to get around all the rose work around the hilt. It's like if we put the wire through here and if we just and they do such a shitty job of they just wind like a crap ton of wire around the outside of the thing.
Oh,
until they
God.
think, look, he can't get it out. We'll deal with it later. Brand it closed, give you back Celeste, and it's now just like fully encased in like wire.
Rambo kind of just looks at it and is a bit disappointed, looks up and it's like,
I hope you
Haven't been doing
enjoy
this
your
for too
stay
long?
at Rustebar.
Rambo, right. Thank you.
Gimbal just walks past the guards and he's like, "No weapons here, thank you very much," and just continues to
Okay,
walk.
hey.
Sir, the you've got on your hip the hammer, sir.
Gimbal, he turns back and he's like, "Oh, this? No, you see, this is a holy symbol. This is used for worshipping. I could never harm anything with this." As he like wipes a little bit of blood off the hammer's end.
The blood drains from the guard's face as the next one next to him just goes, "He's a religious nut. What are you doing? Leave him alone. We'll get in trouble over this." I'm sorry, your holiness. Carry on.
Bless you, good sir. And he just like starts to walk a little bit faster and just walks up.
And you just hear one of the guards whisper, it's like, God, that kid kind of looks like Dipple.
I'm a big fan.
George, did he look like you?
Not mine. Miss, can you get down off the horse, please?
No, he looks around like, huh, who's this? Who are they
Miss.
talking to?
Miss. Excuse me, miss.
No speak English.
Oh, no. No, he points to the little holy man that walked ahead and like raises her eyebrows.
No, you miss. You, on the horse.
And she's like, oh, for fuck's sake. And then gets off the horse.
Please present your weapons for inspection and binding.
No, he sighs and she just kind of like ducks down for a second before she's like attempting to lift like Eek up onto the table.
No, pets are fine. I don't.
And then she smiles and points to her teeth like,
Oh God. No. If you could unstring your bow, miss, and those knives you've got, we'll need to bind those, please.
Nari just starts speaking in primordial and she's just like, the waves are rocking back and forth and like just saying the most random shit to the guard.
Reciting
Wait,
poetry.
He pulls
Yeah.
out like a stack of cards and like flicks through them. Here we go. Miss, can you please show your weapons? And he's saying all this in really broken primordial.
Oh.
Please show your
She's just
weapons
like,
for inspection and binding, and you may be allowed into the city.
Nari sighs and slams down her bow and her two daggers.
The bag
Okay.
makes a slight like bang and a puff of smoke comes out.
Oh, God.
Excuse me, is your bag smoking?
No,
No.
he quit 3 days ago.
He is running.
They do the same thing to your 2 daggers, and they unstring the bow. Please, miss, make sure not to string your bow while in the city. If you are found to have your bow strung, you will immediately be given a fine and may get arrested depending on the state of draw that the bow is at.
Nori nods, picking up a bow and daggers, and she gets back on the horse and just kicks the horse to go yip yip through the gates.
Eek just trails on behind.
Yeah, he's like, fuck, wait.
And that's everyone through the gates.
Mhm.
Shall we take a small break?
What about Remvar's dagger that no one saw?
You're gonna get arrested.
What dagger that no one saw?
Why'd you say that?
Remvar has 2 weapons. I'm letting the DM know.
Where does he have his dagger?
Kind of like on like the back, like it's kind of like on the back, but it's kind of like hidden behind a cloak. Remvar forgot about it too, but by the way, like Remvar forgot he had the dagger there. I'm just letting the DM know that Remvar has the dagger.
Claiming
It's
religion.
like, all right, guards turn up. You're like, oh shit.
Oh shit!
Show me your
wait.
bindings. Oh no.
Just
Remvar
wait
pulls a
until they
knife.
realize that Nori smuggled an entire crow in.
With a gun?
advanced
Gun,
weaponry
yeah.
I'm gonna let the dagger slide, but just know that I know that it's there now.
I know. I want to make this interesting
Okay.
because I didn't want to just randomly pull a dagger and you'd be like, "Where the fuck
Where'd
did
you
you
get
get
that?
Where did you
It
get
is
the
on my
dagger from?
character sheet. I just wanted to let you know. Remvar
Alright,
forgot about
so-
it.
We're gonna take a break, and yeah, go get a stretch, go refresh drinks, whatnot, empty bladders, and we'll be back.
Peace out. A-Town.
Next time.